Ninjalens!
Konnichiwa, ninjas. Now, Marvel has been getting a lot of praise lately for its amazing live-action cinematic universe. DC, however, has been kind of the punching bag for bad live-action adaptation movies. Yeah, there's that one. Even the ones that aren't that great are kind of meh. Honestly, I liked Man of Steel. However, let's be totally honest here. It's not as good as the Marvel movies. However, I think a lot of people have been just completely overlooking DC's awesome animated movies and TV shows. They crush Marvel in this area. The best animated thing from Marvel is probably the Spectacular Spider-Man. By the way, that's a great show. I love Spectacular Spider-Man, but they promised that Ultimate Spider-Man would be a continuation of Spectacular Spider-Man, and what we got was Drake and Josh without Josh. He's the best part of that show. That's nothing compared to the spectacular lineup of DC shows. You got the Batman, Teen Titans, Superman and Batman the Animated Series, Justice League, Static Shock, Legion of Superheroes, Beware the Batman, Young Justice, Green Lantern Animated Adventures, Batman Brave and the Bold. So many good shows. And a couple of the really great DC animated films are on Netflix right now. You got The Son of Batman, Justice League War, and The Flashpoint Paradox. 3 really good movies that I highly recommend that you watch. I've already pounded through all 3 of them. Hey, Netflix, could you be a doll and put Under the Red Hood and Batman The Dark Knight Returns on Netflix? If you could, that'd be great. Thanks, babe. However, I don't want to get distracted from my main goal about DC animation. Young Justice was an amazing show. It got struck down in its prime. And the creator says if enough of us do what we do best and sit around watching cartoons on Netflix, we could bring it back. Finally, my amazing skill of sitting around watching Netflix all day can finally pay off and do good in this world. Young Justice is a great example of amazing DC animation. After you watch Young Justice, The Batman is currently on Netflix, which I intend to be watching for the next couple of weeks. It's one of my favorite Batman animated series, so I do intend to watch it. It's very good. Now, apparently some people don't like this show, and I can't really understand it. I really love the backgrounds and the character designs, and Kevin Michael Richardson as the Joker is amazing. I was feeling a bit screw loose, so I checked myself in. Kevin Michael, how does he do that?
I was feeling a bit screw loose, so I checked myself in.
Kevin Michael Richardson does all the deep voice characters in cartoons. Chances are, if it's a deep voice character, it's either James Earl Jones, Jonathan Adams, or Kevin Michael Richardson. And then sometimes Kevin Michael Richardson just voices the singer of the song of a sitcom because reasons?
Hello, Megan. School and boys and parents too. Whole lot to juggle for Miss You Know Who.
These following few weeks are going to be me watching DC animated stuff. And I hope you do the same. Just do it, nothing is impossible. I've been pretty happy these past 2 weeks because I finally got around to playing Saints Row 4. See, I was introduced to the Saints Row series back in high school, and I love Saints Row the 3rd. I honestly think life is easier, more productive, and better when you're playing a game that you love to play. In your free time, of course. You can't really be productive if you're just playing the game. I'm more efficient at school, I'm more productive at work, and I find it easier to exercise when I'm playing a game that I really enjoy playing. I can't believe it took me so long to get to Saints Row 4, because I love the Saints Row series. Now, the reason I really like Saints Row is because I am rather fond of Grand Theft Auto. However, I find that the game is a little too serious, a little too realistic, and honestly, a little too hard. Go ahead, call me a filthy Kesul. Kesul! You filthy Kesul! You bloody casual! Get good, Kesul! Scrub! Noob. It's more than that, of course. I also really enjoy the goofy tone of the world and the storyline. I also really appreciate the art style of the game. I find it much more colorful, vibrant, and fun to look at than Grand Theft Auto. These are my personal opinions about these two different games. I think they're both very good. I do recommend Saints Row 4 and the Saints Row series in general. However, the game is rated M. It's for grown-ups, big girls and big boys. There's no real nudity in the game aside from like PG-13 nudity where it's like, you know, the blood splatters are nothing. The blood, there's not much detail in the gore. You are able to have guns and shoot and kill lots of people, but I mean, that's most games. The big reason this game has an M rating is because of the language. They curse a lot. Personally, I've heard worse on the middle school bus when I was a kid. You do you. You decide whether or not you want to play the game. It's fun. I think all big kids like me. Big kids. I'm a big kid. I'm a really big kid, mama. When they sit on the people, they die. Personally, I recommend Saints Row 4. I think all big kids would enjoy the game. I'd love to hear any gaming suggestions you guys have. I hope you liked today's video. If you liked it, put the thumb button. If you disliked it, put the backwards thumb button. If you think your friends would enjoy this video, you can press the grind up the video into a powder and put it on rats so that they spread it out into the sewers and everybody gets infected with the video. It goes viral. It's a joke. You get it? I'm a funny guy. My mom thinks I'm funny. We must return to the shadows of the internet. But on the flash of the camera, I will return to the light. Ninja out!
Subscribe to the Ninjalens channel, and your life will get 4 times better.